Hello and welcome everybody. We are going to talk about SELinux today, and here are the 7 topics that we will be discussing today. First, we'll set enforcing and permissive modes for SELinux. Then list and identify SELinux files and process context. Restore default file context objects. Use Boolean settings to modify SELinux settings. There will be an exercise which we will be using controlling SELinux labeling. Diagnose and address routine SELinux policy violation and troubleshoot SELinux ports. There are various core elements of the SELinux, and what we are interested in is the context here. How the context look like is something like this. We have a SELinux user, role, type, level, and file. We are only interested in the type here. If you do a lsg, we are www.html file 1, you can see the SELinux file context here. This and each represent the types of the file context. The logs are found here. Let's go to the log file and take a look. And do till. Here's all the log files. Configuration files are found in etc system config. Do more. And this is the most important settings here. Make sure it's enforcing. To get the status of the SELinux enforcing policy, we do a get enforce. It's enforcing. We can temporarily set to permissive by using the set enforce command, and we get enforce. Now it's permissive. Take note, this is temporary. When we reboot, it will set according to what the configuration files are set to, which is enforcing. So another command which is very useful is the SELinux SE status V, and you can see lots of information over here. And you can see that the current mode is permissive. Let's set it back to enforcing. And now you can see that it's enforcing. How do we list and identify SELinux files and process context? Okay, these are the 4 contexts that we are interested here. The file and directory, ports, process, and users. When we do ls, use z, you can list all the contexts. System U, for example, is the user. Object R is a role, and type. For example, here is admin underscore home underscore t, which is the type. This command here, setting context types, is used to manage the policy of the SELinux. Okay, so and well, this command here change file system SELinux security context. Okay, it changed the SELinux security context of each file to context. Okay, it does not write to the policy, so do not use this command during the exam. It doesn't change. Always use the SE manage. Okay, we want to find out the packages of all the SELinux. Okay, use this command here. These are the packages that is required. And here basically just an example of how to list the SELinux context of the Apache directory. Now we're going to restore default file context objects. Remember this command here. This is a very important command. Memorize by heart. It will help you during the exam. Use the host file as an example to relabel the SELinux context. So the file that we are going to use is here, and the SELinux context is type is net underscore config underscore t. So what we're going to do now is copy the host file to the home directory. Then when we list the files, we realize it changed to a admin home t type. Step number 3, we move the host file and override the DC host file. Yes. And we do a -z to see the context. Okay, now you realize that this is the wrong context type. Step number 5, we reapply correct context type. Restore con c host. Okay. You can see it did the relabel. Then we labeled it. Confirm again. It's back to the correct type. Let's try this example here. So first we make a directory in the root. It's called custom. Okay. Then we echo a file. Test server. To index HTML. Then we go to etc http config. This config file, search for document root. Okay. Change it to custom. Look for the directory which is here. Choose the custom. Choose custom. And one more. Save the file. Then enable, step number 4, enable HTTP. No. Check the status of sorry. Now it's up. Okay. Then we do step number 6. We change the file context. All type. With the correct context. Okay. Once it's done, restore con rv. Then we confirm the custom directory is correct. Yep, it's correct. Make sure you add the firewall. Add service. HTTP. Firewall. Reload. Sorry, some typo here. Okay. Then we do a curl. And that's it. You can see it's correct context. This is how we use Boolean settings to modify system SELinux settings. Okay, we get bool. See bool. This is all the Boolean settings. Boolean, and this is the result. Okay. Let's say we want to see just the FTP, and here all the FTP Boolean settings. Right? We get we grab the FTP. We want to set to set it on. We get the now it's on. Okay. Before that is off. This is how we set the Boolean. So basically, this is the command set SE Boolean and get SE Boolean that we're going to use to set the Boolean. Let's work on this example here where we're going to control the port labeling. So you can actually manage. Okay, careful with the spelling. Okay, and take note this port 80 here. So we're going to set the port 82. With type HTTP port with port TCP 82. So do a reload. We start off this service. Okay, still working. We do a port is 82 TCP. And do a reload of the firewall. You can see it's 82. Okay, for SELinux policy violation, let's say I just did a change of policy type of the custom to a default for this example here. And when you do a curl, it gives you some errors here. And there are some commands that you can actually use to find the what are the issue. You do grep ABC. Grep for HTTP. You can see there's quite a number of errors here. But look at the logs of the messages here. We do a tail. You can see there's lots of errors here, and what we are interested is why this file is unable to access. Okay, by using here, let's copy this and enter. You can see there are more description of how and what are the issues. So basically, the context type are wrong. Take now this raw audio message here. This will tell you what is the problem here. You can see T context unconfirmed U object R default T. So in order to solve this problem, we have to relabel the type by using this command. And before that, let's try this. It's not another useful commands that we can use to search for the errors. Let's solve this issue. set back the type to system content. Okay. Store. Then now it works after we restore the context.